Alright, this is pt08 and this is part 8 of the Perfect Grade Gundam 00 Riser review. And in this part of the video, or this part of the review rather, we are going to be going over the O-Riser's weapons and accessories, because it does have quite a few. First, I am actually, rather than doing the missile pods, I'm going to show you how to mount the GN Sword 3 on the bottom of the O-Riser. Alright, first, the O-Riser comes with this extra piece right here, which is basically just two halves of plastic that go together. It doesn't have any moving parts or anything. And, see, 1, 2, 3 holes on the bottom of the O-Riser. You just line it up and push it into place like so. Then, as I said earlier, when we were going over 00 Gundam's weapons, I couldn't remember what this little moving part was for. Well, this is what it's for. And, where did the other one go? Still not quite sure what this one's for. I guess it could be used for landing gear when you've got the GN Sword 3 attached to the O-Riser. That's my best guess. Anyway, fold this back up. So that piece that we just attached to the bottom of the O-Riser has got a hole in the back of it, and this little extension on the GN Sword 3 is going to slide right in that hole, and then there's a peg right here. It's going to pop in, and there we go. So I'm going to back this up a little bit. GN Sword 3 attached to the O-Riser, and you can swing it forward, and I'm not really sure how much good it's going to do, but I guess it could almost be like the O-Riser's using the GN Sword 3. Of course, when you use it like this, it almost kind of reminds me of a game for the PlayStation called Einhander, which is a very, very good game. I recommend it. But yeah, so you can do that with the GN Sword 3. Also, actually before I do the missiles, there's also a little connector that lets you connect to the display base with the GN Sword 3, and it just kind of goes up like so. I'm not going to put it on right now, that'll be for part 9. But O-Riser comes with 2 connectors for the display base. And then the O-Riser comes with lots and lots of missiles. First, we've got these 2 large missile tubes, which have got 3 tubes each. And I did a little bit of weathering on them as well. They got decals on them. And these go on the sides of the gun pods right here. I keep calling these gun pods. Not really sure what they're called though. Rotate around. Put this one on the other side. And there we go. Now you've also got an assortment of other missiles, and basically 3 different types. Let's see if I can get them all right here. You've got a large triangle shaped missile tube that's similar to these that we just put on, only it's a single one. You've got these pairs of 2 smaller missiles, and then you've got 1 large missile. You get 2 of these actually. And they all attach to these little movable fins on the sides of the O-Riser. Now the way Bandai has it is that these smaller missiles are on the outside, these larger missiles are on the inside on the top, and then flip it over, these triangular missile tubes are on the inside at the bottom, with more smaller missiles on the outside at the bottom. Now that's just the way Bandai has it, but all of these have the same shaped peg on them, so really you could put them anywhere you want to, with the exception of these large missile tubes obviously. But all of these smaller missiles are all interchangeable. So you don't necessarily have to go by what Bandai's placement for them. In fact, the first time I put it together, I didn't pay attention to what where Bandai had put them, and I actually had them in the complete opposite place that Bandai had them. Anyway, there you go. Let's zoom out a little bit. And now you've got a fully armed O-Riser. And it actually looks a lot more menacing than it does with no weapons at all on it. Because how many missiles is that? You know what? I'm not even sure how many missiles are in each one of these tubes right here. So let's just assume one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 missiles, plus the GN Sword 3, plus the missiles that were already in those blue parts of the O-Riser, plus those beam cannons on that side, and plus I think there's a little Vulcan machine gun somewhere. So it may not look very menacing, but this thing is armed to the teeth, and is a pretty effective fighter on its own, even without the 00 Gundam. So I guess that is just about it for this part of the review. Make sure to come back for the final part of my 00 Riser review, and we'll combine the O-Riser and 00 Gundam together to make the 00 Riser, and we'll also go over the two-way display base.